Good afternoon. It's Monday, October 14th. And I have ultimately decided not to game with my buddies. But I should get to see them. Yesterday I'd mentioned that I'd kind of talked until my throat was sore by talking for an hour and a half playing Skyrim. And when I told Austin that on Discord, he's like, you can't do that. If your throat's sore, you act like you're a mute. Don't hurt yourself. And I'm like, well, it wasn't sore before I started playing. And so I sent out the message, kind of letting everyone know what was going on, that we were kind of up in the air. And basically that I wasn't going to decide until the end of work. And near the end-ish, I get a message from Austin, and he's like, so what's going on today? And if not, you just want to go to Gingham's instead, and Gingham's literally opened up their new location today. I'm like, yeah, it's probably better than me talking for 2 hours after I've been already talking for 8. Though it isn't incredibly, sore, it just feels swollen? Thick? It feels thick. I guess swollen is what it probably is, but I don't know. It's just, yeah, kind of a weird feeling there, and not a normal one that wants me to talk a whole bunch. But yeah, so sounds like we're trying to pull things together and go out to check out the new location for Gingham's. That'll be fun, and then I still get to see my friends without having to talk for nearly 2 hours. Look at the shiny new building. Check it out. Shiny.
Big guys on one side of the table.
And there are at least some larger booths over there. I feel the warmth of the window right here. Yeah, and they put up some walls and some ceiling stuff to keep stuff from bouncing off the ceiling, because remember that was just open before. Overall, it doesn't seem as loud as it was when it was the whatever Natural Wings place.
That's probably why they have the drop ceiling in.
Yeah, so a lot better job. Looks prettier too. That's like a warehouse.
Disagree. Warehouses are wonderful. They're kind of nice. They're big and empty, and no one goes there. They're great.
So I'm starting with a salad and a corn muffin. I'm just you're doing the jalapeno burger for food, and that was fun. Fun to see friends. Of course, the food is delicious, but it's also cool to see the new setup. I see they have a couple of the corner booths from before, but I didn't see if they still have the really long booths. But half the restaurant was, I didn't see just because we were on the other side. So it's not like their old restaurant. You went in the front door and you saw everything. This is a lot more divided now, which is nice as far as controlling the sound, which is something they really had to work on in that location, because back when it was whatever the native wings or whatever it was called, it was terribly loud. So and they have it pretty well controlled, so that's good. What? That's Naked Bob. They're hassling me. But yeah, it's fun to see friends. And also because they're connected to a whole plaza. It's actually the plaza that the other end has the Rancho Nuevo. But because they're in that plaza, I don't feel like fighting for parking. I'm just gonna park over here and and walk. There's plenty of parking now, and that was the worst thing with the old Gingham's location, is they just didn't have a big enough parking lot. Well, they do now. Headed home. What? Okay, I'm back home after a fun evening with friends, and I've been sitting around here trying to get some editing done, watching some stuff Reaper put up, and I look over and I'm like, what? There's a little background. A few months back, I went on a little trip with my family to Lake of the Ozarks, stayed for an evening. It was fun. But now when I went, I wanted to take my action cam because it has like a waterproof housing, and I was like I might be able to have fun with that. And it's the thing like I got the case and stuff up there for it. I couldn't find it. I looked up and down all the drawers, through all the different compartments for it in drawers in the other room because I've used it like last winter for some time lapses, all over the place, and eventually I gave up. In the few months since then, I have continued to look for it, try and figure out where it is. I've not been able to find it. Now I'm sitting here at my desk, and I look over and I'm like, what is this? Do you see it? Do you? It's right there. Do you see it? It's right there. It's right there. It literally is right next to where I spend more than half my time at home. Just sitting in the shadows. It's just sitting there. Just right next to me. Now, and admittedly, like, sometimes papers go up against it. Maybe they were covering it for a while or something. But, I mean, just the fact that it was right there the whole time for months as I'm trying to look for it, that was just baffling when I look over and I'm like, wait a minute, what is that? And like I literally had to like reach forward and touch it to be like, oh, I realize what that is. I'm like, if it were a snake, it would have bit me. For months. What? Anyways, I found the action cam, so I guess next time I need it, I'll have it at least. I'll keep it where it's not in the shadows. Because apparently it blends in. Anyways, I'm going to try and finish up a vlog here. Get that uploaded before going to bed. The goal here is to get to bed at least an hour early again. Just helps with trying to make sure I can start feeling better. Just want to keep working towards that because I've been sick for way too long. Thank you for joining me and join me as my journey continues.